Hello chaps and chapesses, and how is everybody today? Is everybody good? Is everybody having fun? Excellent. We are here at my island. Time for an update on what's been happening. It's been over a month since I posted my last video, and we've done quite a lot of things down here underneath in my base this time, as well as another big kind of community project which I'll also show you today. So let's get right in. So picking up on where we finished off on the last video in terms of the variable enchanting room. So basically what we had last time was just the shell of one, so we basically dressed it up to have a few bits and pieces. The levers and levels and everything, these are exactly the same as they were before, so there's no changes there, and still on level 30 here as usual. Got some books stored in the chest here, ready for enchanting as soon as I need them. And then around the back we've got a box for each separate kind of enchant type that you can get. So in this one here, this is the armor box. We've got things like protection, aqua affinity, respiration, feather falling, fire protection, etc, etc. In the bows one, we've got infinity, we've got flame, we've got punch, we've got power. In the swords we have sharpness, knockback, looting, smite. I think that's it for those. In the tools we just have a single fortune. Average 1 is lots of efficiencies, and average 2 is lots of unbreakings. So it's a neat way to store all of the books that I've been getting from the enchanting table. One thing that I did manage to fix was there used to be a hole in this design which I had in here. Just for the way it was made, the levels that we're setting up, there was a hole here which looked a bit unsightly. So I'll show you quickly how we managed to fix that. If we head down here, so all we did was take the signal from around the back there, pass it through here, so it's not interfering with any of these. Pass it through here, up onto this block, and then activate this one. So that means that the hole doesn't happen in the back of the machine. I don't think we can get around the back there. No, we can't, because it's only one high. So yeah, that was a simple way of solving that problem, and it meant that it makes it look like a nice, neat enchanting table, as opposed to a non-neat enchanting table. I'm just going to get out of this hole. Right. And we'll replace that block back in how it was before. Yeah, so that means that the signal, when it's going through to the bookcase, which is just behind this block, is also powering through this bookcase here, that block. So if we change this to be level 28, you'll see that that one is now empty. So when we got to level 30, fills it in. There you go, you've got a full solid set of bookshelves to get your full level 30 enchanting. So yeah, some decorative work with wood and some glowstone and some stone bricks around the sides and edges and above here. Just a nice little enchanting room, basically. Nothing too special apart from that. So yeah, that's that. Around the other side, we've done a lot of work in the storage room. So this is the little kind of junction point, if you will. This goes through to the farm area that we know of already. Let's eat a carrot. So nothing has changed in here. This is all exactly the same as it was before. No differences there. Kind of linked each hub with a different type, as you can see. So it kind of melds it into the center point, so you get the continuing theme, and then just a white and glowstone roof, just to make it look a bit brighter in here, that's all. So here's the fully done storage room. It's the same kind of layout that it was before. Moved a few boxes around and changed a few things. Went for a sandstone look in here, which I'm quite pleased with as well. We organised our boxes all nice. We've got room for more boxes should we need them. kind of the same layout in the boxes as they were before. These things have all moved over to here. These were all over on the other side before. So snow, nether bricks, sandstone, lapis, and all the special normal stone, mossy cobblestone, more smooth stone, and then stone bricks up in there. All organised. Wood, coal, grassy stuff, Spencers, bricks. This is spider drops, so spider eyes and string, and cobwebs. Blaze rods are in the yellow ones, zombie flesh in the orange ones, gunpowder in the grey ones, bones in the white ones, and ender pearls in the green ones. So all mob drops organised by colour. Lots of records in here, using the item frames for those. Wool supplies as they are in there, so quite a bit of wool. Ender chest here, crafting table there. Yeah, quite happy again with the way that this room's now turned out. It took a bit of time, bit of reorganising everything to get it done, but it's all nice, it's all compact. Created stairs down. There's a room down here for more storage when we need it. So basically we can just follow exactly the same theme. If we need to go down another level we can just again create another staircase down there, another staircase up. So easy peasy. Lots of room down here for further storage, should I need it and when I need it. Down here underneath this glass, try and take you underneath here. Yep, here we go. There's a full pyramid here with all 5 beacons on it, or is it 4 beacons? I'll go back up and check in a second. Do I have any ender pearls? No, I don't. Let's just use this then. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got 4 on here at the moment. So regeneration, jump boost 2, strength, haste 2, and speed 2. So those just shine up. Then obviously, just up here, just got some glass in the ceiling. Try and see up here. There we go. And that goes all the way up to the surface. And that's the surface up there with the second bit of glass. So it's unobstructed. So it's a full effect all the time, so we're zooming around. We've got super high jump and everything like that, and strength and all that sort of stuff. Through the back here, just here, is where there's going to be a second junction point, which will then go off to more rooms, so that way, and this way eventually. In here at the moment, just kind of hodgepodge. You've got a bunch of furnaces, nothing in them, and a bunch of cobble chests. So these can all get moved down to the lower level of the storage soon, once I get around to doing that. So nothing exciting back here particularly. Yeah, I think that's it for the storage room. The main part of what I've been doing has been down here. So this kind of junction area is all set up as nether brick. So we'll head down. Actually, I should get a sword before we do that. That will do for now. And have we got any food? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so head down here. Some stone brick stairs, glowstone illuminated, like so. Down here we have a mob killing room with a zombie to greet us. So yeah, this is a little area for killing mobs. We've got an anvil here. We've got ender chest there with some stuff in it. Just some decorative lava and a crafting bench. So we'll show you through there in a second to show you what's going on. You don't actually need a sword here because we have the strength effect on. We can just one punch them all to death and get the XP and drops from them. So this is the kill mode or non-kill mode, as usual. These glowstone will be coming out in the future, and I will show you that in a second. So behind here is simply a redstone signal which goes down underneath the floor. Actually, we should probably show you this. Okay, So here's the redstone signal. It comes down from behind there, which is the lever, down here, all the way along here, up to this one here, up to this redstone torch, which is taking that off there. So when you flip the lever, that goes on, that goes off, and that goes on, which means that first gate is open. Also at the same time, the redstone comes up here to this one, which is this one here, which powers into that one there, which powers the third one, I believe. Yes, the third one. So again, when that goes off, that goes on and opens the third one. And the final one here is difficult to get to, so we're not going to, but needless to say, it goes around the back and then activates the middle one. It's fairly simple redstone, there's nothing complicated about it. I'm sure you'll be able to do that in your own time. The final thing that I have set up here is something for when the new update comes out. It's a way to automatically collect the drops that we're going to be getting from the mobs. So in the new update there's going to be things called hoppers, and what all this will do is that, like I said, this glowstone here will be gone. If we activate kill mode, the mobs will drop down here, they will land on here. This glowstone here is where the hoppers are going to be, and the hoppers will transfer items into a storage minecart, which is what we have there. When there's enough signal in, when the minecart's full, the items will go into this first hopper here, and it will use a comparator, which is a new redstone item which is not in the game yet, as officially, it's in the snapshots. But this here, indicated by a repeater just now, is a comparator. So basically when that has more than 21 items in the hopper, which is basically a small chest there, that will power this line, and that will thus power the powered rail, which is behind there, underneath the storage minecart, and that will send the storage minecart off up this rail here. So this rail will be made to go all the way up, once I've done it, all the way up to the storage room somewhere. So it'll automatically collect all the drops from the mobs, bring them up to a chest up the top, I can pick them up, the minecart will come back down, and it'll just continue automatically. So that's the way that all this is going to be working once the new update comes out, but I'll show you all that working obviously once it does come out. Just put these blocks back in place. Okay, so what have we got through here? We have a mob trap. So, big room, all dug out by hand. Goes all the way up to the top, very high indeed. Basically just a few levels below water level, that's how high it goes up in here. And then we've got lots of these units here, which we can again go up and show you shortly, which spawn the mobs and drop them down into this pool of water. They get taken by the water flow along here into the central channel. In the central channel they'll then come along here into a water elevator, and they will go all the way up, all the way up there, all the way up there, all the way up there. They'll be taken along a little bit more, and then they're dropped down into the killing chamber, which is where we were before. Hopefully we can see a mob dropping so that you can see it happening. There you go, there's a creeper. So he goes all the way along, and into the elevator, and then he starts going up the elevator, and he will go along and then drop the 20, I think it's 22 blocks or 23 blocks down onto the storage platform there, where he can then be killed. So yeah, simple kind of mob trap design. We'll go up the ladder and show you exactly how this is done. Okay, so these mob traps are made up of these simple tileable designs. So it's basically 3 high. So you have 1 row for the floor, which is where the mobs will spawn on this 2 high gap here on this floor. 2 areas of space there, and that's it. You just go all the way along. I think it's either 15 blocks, I think it is. So basically the distance that redstone signal can travel. On these blocks here, you have these tripwires, which is just a tripwire and then string all the way along, so that as soon as a mob spawns on here, they activate the tripwire. That tripwire sends a signal to this redstone, and this redstone runs all the way along on top of the row of pistons. So a mob spawns, activates tripwire, tripwire sends signal to the pistons, pistons push the mob off straight into the water, water takes them up into the channel, up they go to get into the killing chamber. So each one of these units is 6 wide, so 1, 2, 2 gaps in the middle, 3, 4, so 6 wide in total, and then you have a 1 gap in between, so there's no interference for redstone. You repeat the design as many times as you want, so you stack them on top of each other. So this floor here is 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I've gone up, I think there's about, how many units is there? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 units there, times by, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4. So at the moment there is 9 times 4, 36 units. And it produces a good decent amount of mobs. Nothing crazy, you're not going to get into level 30 in any times like super quick, but it's good enough for my needs. And if you need to do power XP leveling, then you can obviously just go to the ender grinder to do that, which is everybody uses for normal ender. But I mean, in the time that we've been here, this is how many mobs have generated. So as you can see, it's fairly efficient. I have done a lot of caving in order to get it to this level though. So that's just went from, what was it, level 14, 15 up to 21. So it's pretty good. And like I say, once the automatic stuff and the new update goes in, then all these mobs will drop, their stuff will go into the boxes and it will automatically get transported. So yeah, it's a good little system. It can possibly be expanded with more units, which I'm possibly going to do a few more just to make it work a wee bit faster, but I'm pretty happy with where it is just now. I think that is it for the updates in the base here. So what I'll do now is I will go and show you the big community project that a few of us have been working on. Yeah, so be right back in a minute. Welcome to the 23rd annual Hunger Games. Ah! There we go. So this is what a few of us were working on community-wise. Is a big hunger, well not big, but a reasonable sized Hunger Games arena. So idea behind this one was that we had kind of 4 distinct feeling areas for contestants to go into. So in that corner there we have a ruins area. Now that was primarily built by Mega Banana Frog. So yeah, that's his little area there he did. In this area we have a big cave. We'll go look at all these in a second, by the way. That was built primarily by Qwatsa and Shadows. In this area we have a volcano and a little building inside it, which was built by me. And over here we have a fishing shack and underwater cave, built by Michael Scott. The walls were done by Shadows. They're absolutely huge. I mean, that's a lot of bricks to do that. I don't know if you can tell how big that is, but that's a lot. So well done to him. So this is the viewing platform that we're on here. It's an 8-player game, so there's spaces down the bottom there for people to stand on and wait for the game to start. Some boxes down the bottom there with supplies. Press this button here to start it. Dispenses an item, activates pressure plate, everybody's released and can then go. So let's have a look around. So as usual, in the middle here there'll be boxes full of stuff for you to collect. Food and weapons and armor, which is the main ingredients in the Hunger Games arena. Let's start with the fishing shack. So it's all built in a kind of forested area. We totally deforested this area first, so we could plant the trees when where we actually wanted them. nice big area. It's 100 by 100 square, so plenty of space. So for 8 people, you're not all crammed into a really tight area. So Michael's little fishing shack. Yeah, quite nice. Couple of boxes. 2 boxes in here. Some clay, walls. Yeah. Underneath there is a cave. I can never quite find the cave. I'm guessing it's down there somewhere. But yeah, anyway, there's an underwater cave there somewhere. You got to find it. Head over to the ruins corner. Here we are. So ruins corner, there's a box there. It's a little jumpy puzzle thing to get up to that box. Down here there is also a box. Just there. We'll head up over the hill. I'm glad it's daytime, because at night time this area is absolutely streaming with mobs usually. All out to get you. There's a little lookout placey here, which gives you a good overview of the area. Quite susceptible to arrow fire though. If you're playing the game, you can quite often get hit by arrows. Let's have a look at the cave. Here we are. Here's the cave. There was no cave here before. This is completely built to look like a natural cave, and I think they've done a pretty good job of it, I've got to say. Yep, this was completely flat. This cave was created from nothing. So yeah, good job on that. There's chests in here as well, obviously. I think there's 3 or 4 chests in here. And finally, we'll take a look at the volcano. Okay, over here we've got a lava spewing volcano. Inside there's a tricky little jumpy puzzle that's trickier than it looks, and there's a box there and a box on the second level as well, a little nether type building. And if you're smart enough, you can actually jump out of those windows onto this here to get out safely without landing in lava. There's usually good stuff in here simply because it's a bit harder to get to than the other ones, just because of the lava damage. So yeah, that's it basically. This is the Hunger Games arena. We've had quite a few matches in it already. It's great fun, and we get a few people get together and play it, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm going to get out here now before the mobs arrive. I can hear them growing already. So, meet you back at my base and we'll wrap things up. Okay, so that's it for this video. Nothing else to show. I think we've showed everything. 1.5 update shouldn't be too long away now. Should be only 1 or 2 more weeks, hopefully. 1.5 update. Did I say 1.2 or 1.5? I can't remember. Anyway, new update should be coming out soon with the new blocks for the nether and nether quartz. Nether's going to get regenerated. There's going to be the new comparators, which I'm going to do lots of exciting things with, and the hoppers as well, which will finally be used for potion room. The ever enigmatic potion room, which I keep saying we'll do. We will do at some point, I promise. It's going to be either that way or this way or this way. It'll be in this junction point here anyway, because we've already got a full set of junctions over there. So yeah, there'll be a potion room coming, and that will make use of the new features. That might be in the next video. Oh, you never know. So yeah, I think that's it for today, and I shall say goodbye. Goodbye. Until next time.